Hello everyone. Now let's go to new session, which is a problem on conic section. Conic section, in fact, is a new concept, conic section, right? But in fact, is we already learned that all the graph in this session. Why all we learned that those four graphs, circle, ellipse, hyperbola, parabola, all belongs to conic section because we can think about this like we played the games that you are using a knife to smash the watermelon, right? It depends on when you smash on the exactly at the center in the middle of the watermelon, it shows a circle. In other position, other place, you're smashing different kind of location of the watermelon. It maybe looks like ellipse, right? So something like that. Why that one is all come from the same conic rule. Okay, so let's first see the general equation of a conic uh, equation of a conic section. So it looks like this one: ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0. Any of the coefficient can be 1, can be 0, depends on what you really looks like. Okay, so now let's go to review, a short review of what we learned. The four graph, four conic section. First is the circle. Circle, let's see, we can see here, right? Now normally the general equation is the standard equation is x squared plus y squared equals to r squared, right? So r is the radius, right? So c is the center. Here we make the c as 0, 0, the center of the coordinate. So here we're writing as divided by 4. In fact, it's same. If we multiply by 4 by both sides, it can go, right? So it's equal to 16. Why I'm writing there? Because you can compare with the below graph. So let's see the below graph, ellipse. The ellipse looks like very similar to circle, right? Only the difference is the a square. Here a is different, right? So now we can easily identify what is ellipse. Ellipse and the difference of the circle is like circle, we can treat it as a special ellipse only when the a and the b are squared. Unequal, right? When they're different, then they're ellipse. Yeah. So the definition of ellipse is that any point on the ellipse, their summation of the length from this point to the 2, 4c. There's 2, 4c. The summation of this 2, 2, 9 will be always equal, and the equals to 2a. So it can be p1 f1 plus p1 f2 equals to 2a, right? So, and what's the concept we need to remember is 4c is equal to c0 if it is central is at 0, 0. And vertex is equals to a0 or negative a0. Okay, so the b is here. In fact, is here. If center is at 0, 0, b is a top point on the up and down, right? So, but anyway, it can be changed to another left and right. So let's see what we need to remember for the ellipse. So, okay, covertex 0 and b. So this 9 should be covertex. Okay, this 9 should be covertex. Okay, covertex. And that's all we need to know. So let's see hyperbola. Hyperbola is the only one graph is different from the 3 because it's the two part. Either face left, right, either face up and down. Let's see what's the difference from the hyperbola to ellipse. It's only the difference is the sign. Ellipse is plus in between, and there is a minus, right? So this is also their standard equation. So what's the definition here is interesting. It's not plus but minus. So any point in a graph hyperbola is to the 2, 4c. The difference of the difference of the these two 9, PF1 and PF2 is always constant. A constant also is 2a. So, but a here is the difference. A here is the vertex, right? So it's different. Here is vertex, right? So PF1 minus PF2 equals to 2a. So that is the hyperbola. See, what we need to remember is a, right? A squared plus b squared is 2c squared. C is what? C is a 4c, right? A is vertex, right? So any other concept? Okay, we also need to remember the transverse axis and the conjugate axis, and also the uh, asymptote, asymptote. Okay, because here, since this is a two-part, right? So they have two asymptote 9, y equals to b over a, uh, and y equals to sorry, y is equals to b over b over a, and another is negative b over a. So there's two cross 9 pass through the center, and well, the definition is these two 9 are most close to hyperbola, but the hyperbola will never reach them. So let's call that. And you also another for hyperbola we have more concept, huh? So transverse and the conjugate axis. So transverse for this graph is exactly the y equals to 0 x-axis, right? So the conjugate here exactly is the x equal to 0 y-axis. So let's see, last graph is a parabola. So parabola is only one side. If you see that parabola and hyperbola, it seems like they are just one part, right? Yeah. Um, what the difference is here, parabola it just don't have both square of x and y. They either x square, either y square. But another one should be only x or y. That's the parabola. Yep. The parabola definition is we have a directrix. We need to remember directrix is 9. You can see here is 9. The definition is from any point on the parabola go to the 4c is equal to this point go to the 9, the distance. So it's pf equals to pd1. So that's it. So we just need to the so 4c, yeah, have c1, and axis of symmetry directrix y equals to c, and the axis of symmetry is here. It's passed through the vertex. So here is x equal to h, right? Axis of symmetry. Okay. So since we already discussed about review about the four graph of conic, so let's do some questions to improve our understanding. So identify below equation which is for belongs to which section, which means also it belongs to hyperbola, belongs to ellipse, uh belongs to what, circle, or belongs to anyway. So what we need to do, um how do you make sure what is exactly the paragraph it is? We have to make it looks like the standard equation, right? So we can easily find. So for this one, we can write in as what? We can write in as x plus 1 square. Can we? Yes, right? X plus 1 square is like x plus 2x plus 1, right? So right side we should plus 1, right? So minus y square. Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3, right? So we divide by negative 3 by both sides is y squared divided by 3 minus x plus 1 square plus what? 3. So equals to 0. Equals to 1, right? So what is this? Definitely, by our standard equation, this should be hyperbola, right? So this hyperbola. So what about the second one? Let's see below. This one. We need to write in In fact, you can see the first one, the second, and even the third one, they're very close, right? There's no big difference, right? But when we simplify them to the standard equation, they're different, and the graph is a big difference as well. So let's write it now. First, we still same, right? X plus 1 square plus y square, and this is plus 1, so right side should be 5, right? So 5 divided by 5 by both sides should be x plus 1. I don't think we need to write in anything. This already standard equation is a circle, right? But it's not exactly at the center. The center is like -1, right? -1, 0. Yeah, so this is a circle. So how about this one? So let's write in here, okay? So x plus 1 square plus 2y square equals to what? 5. So 5 should be divided. So x plus 1 square divided by 5 plus 2y square divided by 5 equals to 1. It looks like circle. In fact, it's not, because the coefficient here is 2. Y is 2. It's not 1. So 2 moved on can be 5/2. So the A and the B are different since this one. So they are ellipse, right? So the ellipse. Another example is based on transform the what? Transform the hyperbola to ellipse, right? So let's talk about the below hyperbola is the hyperbola, and they ask about change the vertex uh, of hyperbola to be ellipse, and change the vertex of the hyperbola uh, vertex of the hyperbola to be the 4c of the ellipse, right? So they just exchange, because for hyperbola, the 4c is longer than the vertex a, right? So remember, for hyperbola is a square plus b square is equal to c square, right? For ellipse, is the vertex is the longest than the 4c, right? Remember? So they just ask you to exchange. So how to do that? First, we need to definitely to find the standard equation. So standard equation is x plus 1 square minus y square is equals to what? This is a plus 1, so -3, right? So we divided this as y square 3 minus x plus 1 square is over what? 3 equals to 0, right? Okay, so definitely this is the hyperbola, right? This is hyperbola, there's no doubt. So so let's see what is a. A here is 3. A square is equal to 3, right? And b square is equal to 3 based on, and the c square is equals to 6, right? So since we already know ABC, we just need to change c to the a and a to the c of the ellipse, right? So we can write in ellipse first. So ellipse, it will be, please remember, we will copy paste there the center, okay? The center will not change, okay? So the ellipse will be in fact they are same. The a and b are same. So okay, we can still write it this way. Y square divided by this should be y square divided by, here should be a square. A square here we change to the c, so it's 6, right? And then plus x plus 1 square divided by, so what? Divided by b. B is 3, right? So equals to 1. So that's what we look for. So thank you very much for listening session. Hope you really understand more about the conic. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.